Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Walla Zabareska, where we've moved on to August the 1st, and that means we have a few more fields ready to harvest. We have our final two flax fields in our triple threat challenge to do, and we have a barley field as well, and we have beans in one of the fields we put the beans into. So we're going to get stuck in straight away. We're not going to hang around. I'm going to get these flax fields done first. Already have the tractor and trailer down at field number 88. So yeah, once the fields are harvested, we'll get the straw off them as well and get that in and get it baled up, get it in, and we'll move on to yeah, we'll get the flax fields out of the way first, and then we'll move on to the barley, I think, next. Or should I go down and do the beans? The beans are close by. Maybe I should do the beans while I'm down here. Maybe I'll just get this field done, and then we'll go and dump the flax into the oil mill so we can get it running again. Make a flax oil, and yeah, instead of driving all the way up to the top and then back down with the combine, since we're literally beside the field now, we might as well. I'm going to utilise this grass field since it's been cut. There's nothing on it, so yeah. Since the last episode, we haven't really done anything else. We knew we had the rest of the fields coming up to be harvested. The one thing I'm just a little bit, I did mention it the last time that the lavender seems to be growing again. Now, when we look at the crop calendar for lavender, it shows that it goes in March and April, and it's ready to harvest in July, August, September. Now, the field it's in, the next crop to go into that field, that's, what field are we on? 109, no, not 109, that's 112. Yeah, the next field is soybean, so we're going to leave that for the time being anyway, so we can leave it and see, because the soybeans can't go into that field until next year anyway. Now, whatever about putting the cover crop in, or I hear somebody saying there, you're putting carrots in again. No, I'm not putting carrots in again. We already done that field once with carrots. Granted, if I had the big harvester, I would. I'd make plenty of money out. And now you got me thinking, no, definitely not doing a big field like that again. Even though we have the harvester, we hung on to it. I'm not going to do it unless we have the big harvester. This is going to take no length of time to do. It's a tiny little field. You know, it's just one of those things. It's the one that came up on the list, and that's it. There's nothing we can do about it. So we'll probably fly through these fairly quickly. I'm going to keep you in while I'm doing this field. There's no point in saying, right, I'll be back in a minute. It won't take long. And yeah, we'll get this done, and we'll get down to the bean field and get it done as well. Because I'm interested in seeing the beans. Is there any production for the beans? Is there anything we can do with them, or is it just a case of selling them at the top of the market? That's another thing we need to look at. I presume there's nothing in the processing plant. We'll have a look and see, is there? Anyway, challenge is going, I won't say pretty well, it's going very well. It's actually going way better than I anticipated. Now, the one thing I will say is, if we go and look at the stock check, I think I need to sell my lavender oil, do I? I do, yeah, and I've only got 2 pallets, but look at the value of it. And the poppy oil, the 2 of them need to be sold. So we'll get rid of them. It's kind of going swimmingly, let's say. Much better than I thought. We kind of crossed the point on any let's play or playthrough when you're playing it, even though we're on hard economy. You do reach a point where you just start to make money every time. 350 grand of a loan, I'm not worried about it one bit anymore, because I know the money is forthcoming for that. If we look at the stock check, like, it's only telling us we have less than 80,000, but we've all our grains are producing flour and oil and everything else now at the moment, so that value will start to go up once they're produced, because we don't get the value of them even though they're in the mills it's not taking into account the value of the grains or anything like that. So the other thing I've learned with the stock check is not always accurate as well. Very much so on La Miche there, it was telling me I had 80,000 euros worth of aged goat cheese from the dairies on it, and I got something like 72. And it was green, it was showing the top of the market and everything else. So I probably should have checked the selling price on the map itself as part of the game rather than the mods, because I didn't, but I will now. After that I will check. It just gives you an indication roughly when it's at its best. But I've always noticed, and I've heard other people saying it, it doesn't always get the month right, and obviously it doesn't always get the price right either, because I'm not the first person that would have went, oh, is that it? Or I thought it was getting more than that, and then it's gone because you don't know what it was meant to be. You've forgotten. Did you get more? Did you get less? You know, unless you write these things down, which you don't. Write enough stuff down on this game as it is. A to-do list, and when you're recording 3 series, I do finish off on one and I write a list of what I have to do next, because there could be a week between recording episodes, and like you've forgotten exactly what you were doing on each one, so you're kind of keeping track. Now this easily gonna fit into this trailer. Easily gonna fit 4,500 litres. I did say on the new field we got 107, which is back up over there, the one with the lime in it. I wasn't going to I did say I wasn't going to I'm not even going to change the header, because the field is just over here. I'm going to bring the flax up first and get that in and get the production going. Now, which one are we? This one here? It's this one here. Yeah, that's the bean field. Okay, right. No, it's the next one over. Okay. I go bring this up. We'll go up to the oil mill and we get this going straight away. What was I saying before I lost track of what I was saying? Yeah, I totally forgot. I just, it happens. Yeah, just I did say I wasn't going to do crop rotation. That's what it was on that field, but I just decided to run it anyway. So what it's given me to go into that field next is sunflower. This one here, the one with all the weeds in it, that's our field. It's giving me sunflower. Now I was thinking maybe I'll put canola in it or something for the pig food, and that's kind of what I planned. But I'm still looking at this canola field here that I'm driving past and thinking I could buy that now if I wanted to. And take that and put it into the pig food production. I'll be driving past it now while I'm doing these fields, and if it's not gone by the time I finish, I probably will buy it. But we're going to just play it by ear. There's no, I did put a restriction in on buying fields and taking the crop out of them for the flax and the millet fields, that I wasn't going to allow that, but I think we've passed that part of my own personal choice for the challenge now. Any additional fields going forward, most definitely we can take the crop. And looking at the horse farm as well as I pass by and thinking, yeah, we're going to do the few horses in that as well. So we're just going to get this into the oil mill, get it going. There's plenty of fields if I wanted a field to harvest. There's plenty of them around. No shortage whatsoever. I mean, there really is no shortage of opportunities to make money. And that's what I mean by you reach a point where all of a sudden you just start making more and more and more money. Granted, the route I've taken with regards crop rotation and that, it's going to knock back that ever so slightly, because I could take other routes and put in more profitable crops and do it that way if I wanted to, but I just want a bit of variety in it. I don't want to be doing the same stuff all the time near the oil mill. I keep stopping at the grain mill, which is the first one. This one here. Yeah, let's throw that flax oil in there and let's go in and restart flax oil. and we're not selling it. That would have been set on selling just to actually sell the very last bit of the flax oil that there was there. That wouldn't come out of the oil mill. It was stuck in there when it doesn't make a full pallet. So just set to selling and it'll get rid of it at the top of whatever hour you're on. There's no point in having it set in there. And I do the same with the greenhouses when we hit October. I am considering moving the greenhouses. Considering buying a small plot and putting them on it somewhere else. Reason being is the yard is very, very tight around that area, and I just feel it's a little bit overcrowded. Now, here's the strange one. What I was actually thinking of doing was, and I'll run this by you now, when I buy this plot of land here, I was thinking of clearing out the trees here, some of them here, and some of them on this side, and the rocks, and putting the greenhouses in there, alongside the road. Just as, just that idea crossed my mind about buying those fields. I need a rock breaker and that, so we haven't got a skid steer, so it'd be a case of having to buy a skid steer and have to buy. This fella's got to just pull straight out and run to me. What's the best? Watch. Yeah, I got him. No, you don't, buddy. Right, still going to keep you in. Get down and get these beans started until we see. I'm sure they're done with a combine harvester. I want to keep you in so that you hear me giving out when it isn't a combine harvester. It turns out it's my little harvester. No, I think I done a contract where I done them with a combine. So I'm just going to keep you in until we make a start on it, because I've been going on for 12 minutes now since we came in. Oh, we can cut across the field, there's no crop in it. And there's our 2 cornfields, that's going into the feed. We have to do that field as well, because we harvested that. Okay. Where was our canola? So we've that to do as well. There's too many fields. And when they're spread out, you kind of forget. And them fields are just going to be purely for feed. For the pig food mixer. I'll do a crop rotation across them, alright. We do need more. We haven't got enough in what we have there. But now, let's see. Yeah, it works. Good. Here you go. Okay, I've kept you in long enough. I'll get this field done. I'll bring it back when I have it finished and we'll see what we get from it. Takes no length of time to do the fields with this combine, thankfully. It was a good choice. Yeah, that field over there is beans as well. I was looking at it going, these beans are worth a lot of money. Should I buy it? There's actually another one there. Really big one. That's substantially more expensive. Loads of them since I put one in. I've seen loads of them. I never really noticed them on the map before, but they're there. They're there. Now, what we got? I unloaded the trailer once, so we got a fairly decent amount of beans. We got the wrong way. Let's get this out. I hadn't got 10,000 litres in the combine. I was just below it. I just stopped before it ran on past and just unloaded. So let's see what we have now. There's nowhere to sell these, nowhere to process these. I've gone through it. I've had a look in additional. Did I turn off the combine? I obviously did. Yep, that was sensible. Might as well follow it up now. I'm gonna have to drive back up with the header trailer. You can see it over there anyway. Oh, loud while the auger's extended. There you go. The auger's in and into our tractor. Bring this back up. We'll put in the silo, see what it gives us. Just 15,610 litres. That's not bad for a small field. Maybe these yield pretty good. I never looked at the yield when I was actually harvesting. Of course, I won't get now. I'm going to get wiped out one of these days. Coming out. Yeah, we throw it in the silo. We might sell it straight away because it is at its peak, more or less. It's just gone past it, so it's just heading down. If not, we're going to have to hold on to it until next June or July. I think it's June. We can cut through our field anyway. Take a shortcut. Don't mind taking a shortcut across our own field when the crop has already been taken out of it. It's kind of alright. So we just one flax field left, and that's the field challenge complete. I have my list here in front of me. There's oats going in that field in front of us. Do they have winter oats? Is it this map they have winter oats on? It is, yeah. So we can put the oats in that field. The one right in front of us. We've oats. 88, the one we just done, there's barley gone into that. Then we have other crops to get out of the fields. Green beans in 103. Now, it's meant to be canola gone into that, so I don't know whether we'll have that out in time. Did I put green? No, 103 is the field we just done. Okay. So we can do that. We can get the canola in there. Unless... Are we going to put green beans in for next year? No, we put the canola in. It's just we couldn't afford to get the harvester for the green beans as well as the forage harvester. Right, that's in. Let's see. This is just a guideline. It's up on the top. Yeah, it's up on the top. Beans. 17,720 from that little field. Beans are profitable. Like, I mean, that field beside it now is 77,000 and it's slightly bigger, so that would give us 20,000 if we bought that. But I'm not gonna do that. Gotta behave myself. Okay, where's our next flax field we have to harvest is, we done 88, 133. It's on the way up to the barley field. They're actually nearly together. The barley is one side of the road and the flax field is the other. You know, you spend too long on the map when you know where the numbers are of your fields. You know exactly where you're driving to. So I'll get this up. It's only over there. I get the combine header on the trail. I get the combine up. We get the flax done. Get it in the mill. I spotted him just at the last second. Get in the mill, and then we get the barley field done as well. Then we get the baler and get the straw off those fields. Shouldn't take too long. I don't mind the traffic on this map. I haven't run into, only once I ran into an issue getting out of the dealership. I turned it off and turned it straight back on again. They had, I don't know whether I caused it on the way in or something, but let's say they were staring each other down, nobody move. And we'll park you there. Yeah. Okay, I will get that flax field done and I'll give you an update once that's done. Okay, last flax field. This will complete the challenge for the first part of the triple threat challenge. That's part 1. Once this is done, that's it in the bank. So I'll keep you in first, or will I? It's a bit longer than I thought. I could only see the top of the hill and I thought, oh, it's gone out a bit further. Won't take long. I think 4 and a bit, 3 and a bit runs up the field, probably 4 full runs. So yeah, it's nice to have achieved one of them. Now we're 5 years in. like into the series on the map. I'm still floating around this map looking at fields that are ready and looking and thinking of buying, and I'm looking at this field here right beside us, number 36. It's ready, it's buckwheat, because I want to buy a few fields closer to the farm. And the only thing that's kind of put me off is I kind of wanted to just concentrate on getting them on one side. If you know what I mean, let me show you. I kind of, because I have, where are we? Because I have 3 here now, I kind of wanted to just concentrate on this side instead of starting over here, or even like this guy who's right beside that has peas in it. No, thank you, not with peas. That's what kind of thing is that harvested. The reason I say not peas is because I've done this as one of my contracts off camera after I left you the last time. It was worthwhile doing, but it took a long time. Took the equipment with it, and it just took a long time to do it. So even with the pea harvester, it's slow. Now I could always add in the mod to make peas harvestable with an ordinary combine. There's an idea. That makes it go really quick if you do that, but no, it was just, I decided to do it. I do hope to own that field eventually. I think it is the biggest field on the map. But yeah, it's money burning a hole in my pocket, you see. That's money in the bank, and I'm kind of going, should I spend it? Should I buy this? Should I buy that field? Should I? I think I need to just kind of say no. Stick with what we have for this year, and have the 350 in the bank in January. So if the loan repayment comes up, we'll be able to jump on it. Yeah, I was right. There'll be 3.5 lines on this. And that's it. Yeah, exactly 3.5. That's grand. So, will I do flax again? I must have a look at all the oils and see which is the most profitable. I know it's pretty, it did pay out pretty good. Like if we look at, we have flax oil there, and it's shown 2,260 is the price at the moment. We have, what oils? We got lavender oil is much more profitable, but I don't know whether you get the same amount out of it, probably not. Then of course we have our canola, it doesn't come up in this list. Poppy oil. Where's the canola? Oh, we don't have any in there. Yeah. Now if I go to the price list, it'll give it. Yeah, we won't be making canola oil anyway because we'll be using the canola for our pig food production. So when the corn is ready, that'll go in. And then we're short, is it soybeans, I think, and we have one field. Is it soybeans? I can't remember which. This is it here. Sugar beet, that's what I need. One of them does soybeans. It's sugar beet we need, so we have the sugar beet sown. So if the corn, the barley's going to go in next when it comes off the field. I have to remember now not to deliver it to the grain mill. It's to go down to that's our barley field over there. The one nice golden field in the middle of the screen now beside the selling point. Okay guys, this is it. This is the end of part 1 of the challenge. We're done. Down the end, and we'll break open the bottle of champagne. And the combine breaks down. Now, here we go. We're finished part 1 of the Triple Threat Challenge. Now, that's it. That's done. It's in the bank. Oh, I turned off the combine. I meant to just shut down the header. Okay guys, I'm going to deliver this to the grain mill, or the oil mill. And then we'll move on to the barley field. Come on! Keep pressing the wrong shoulder buttons. Hello? Cruise control just wouldn't click in. Okay, give you an update. We're doing the barley harvest. Right, this is it, August harvest done. We still have quite a bit to do. Corn, soybeans, sugar beet. We're not completely done with all our harvesting for the year. We're done with August now. So I need to remember, get this down to the pigs. Or should I say the pig food production, which we just need the corn down, which is in 2 months' time. Is it 2 months or 3 months? I can't remember. Let's see. Corn is 3 months to go for the corn still. So it's a little way off. So that's September, October, November. Okay. So 21,666. And that's going to go straight into that pig food mix, or pig food production, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, we'll get the baler then and start getting the straw out the field. I'm going to bring the combine back first anyway. I left the header trailer there, just risked it and drove up the road because there's nothing in the fields anyway on this side, so got it pulled in out of the way anyway. Okay, let's get this down to the pig farm and yeah, get the combine back and then get started with the baling. I picked 3 contracts to do. The baling, square baling contract, field 20 up the top of the map. 76 is one of the long fields over there. That's wheat, so we'll have a little bit of wheat to gain off that. Not much. To go into the grain mill. And a decent mowing contract. We're around 20 grand's worth of contracts. Maybe 21, 22 the most. I'm just going to get these baled up. We'll see how many we get. I managed to remember to reset the counter, so we're on 0. We'll see how many bales we get off these fields. And we'll get them off the fields and get them into the storage, and that'll be all our work done for August then. We haven't got any more work on our own farm, apart from looking after selling product and just a few goats and that's it. So we'll see how we get on with the contracts as well. But we kind of motor through. The fields aren't that big here, to be honest. I mean, you kind of go, oh well, I've 3 fields, 4 fields to do, but like they're literally so small. But we'll soldier on, and yeah, we're making very good progress towards getting this episode wrapped up as well in August. I'm not going to move on to September in it, so we'll see what else we can get up to rather than just what we've done so far. Just we have the contracts anyway, we can do them as well on camera, or partially do them. I know we've done a couple of months where we had cultivation and ploughing and stuff like that, or stuff that we just done bale wrapping and bits and pieces. We didn't bother featuring much of it. But no, we'll see how time is going. We'll get this, get up to the barley field, I'll bring you back in, and we'll see how many bales we have on the count. Last 2 runs on the baling, and that's this done. Let's see, what do we get? How many bales? Take a guess. I haven't even looked. I know the small field there was only 2, 3, 88. There wasn't that many on it. Really, really small field. Now, let's see. Let's turn it. I mean, 22, and what's in the bale? There'll be 2 in it anyway. So it'll be 24 in total. Okay, now let's throw them out and see what we get. 24 and then a very small one. The reason I'm throwing that out is because I'm going doing a baling contract. And yeah, I'm not going to leave it on the field up there. So there you go, 22 bales of straw. And why am I on 32 kilometres? What was I doing with this before? It's obviously doing something that slowed it down. Yeah, we're going to get them off the field, and then I'm going to go and do the contracts, get started on them. Probably grab the Fent. Tractors are getting up in the hours. There's 70 hours on this one now, and there's 60 something on the other one. Near the same. So they're getting up in the hours now. This is the one I would upgrade first. I was actually, because that Fent, I was thinking of upgrading it to a newer version of it, a 9, but they're very expensive. It's a 9, was it 920 we're on now, or whatever it is? I can't remember what the number is. I know we upped it to 230 horsepower to pull the direct rail. I know we'd kind of set around 200 horsepower for our limit, but we just need that bit extra, and it does pull it okay. But yeah, we could do it, probably, considering they're running okay. I keep repairing them, but it's just costing money. But they're running okay. And maybe not just yet. Now, I'm after driving this all the way back to the farm, and field number 20 was only up the road from where I was. So I'm giving myself that extra bit of driving. Anyway, I'll park that there. Where's our trailer? I moved the bale trailer. Yeah, it's just the other side of that shed. So I knew I moved it because I couldn't get by it when I bought that field. I couldn't get past it when I started working on it. So yeah, we're going to get these in, and then I'll start with the baling contract, or I'll check the weather. I might start with the harvest contract. Doesn't really matter which order we do them in. Now, 22, 24, they'll all fit in this, will they? Well, I'll empty it when I come back from the first field. First 2 fields. Just checking the levels in the pig food mixer, and yeah, we've very little canola. We've 21,000 litres, just 21,666 barley, and yeah, looking at the feed rate, so they use a bit more barley, a bit more corn, a bit less sugar beet, so we're low. And I did say to you, we're passing by this field all day long, and it's still there and has canola in it, so we're actually going to buy it. So that is ours now. It's along the band we want to buy anyway, so we're not venturing off. Like, we have another one over here with more in it. We have another one up here with loads in it. But like, price wise, that the canola one, there's a canola one, then there's something else. Yeah, like, that's much more expensive. So yeah, I'm just on my way over to do that wheat field, the contract. But I'm going to take that. We're going to run out of canola anyway in the pig feed mixer if we don't have a bit more. So it means we have to wait a full year then for canola again. So it made sense to buy that. It's on the side where we want to buy anyway. So might as well. It wasn't that expensive. What was it, 50,000? Or no, it wasn't even 50,000. Yeah. This is the other one here just in front of us, but it's kind of away from where I want to buy fields anyway. So now this is the thing about over here. Now granted, there's no crop destruction because we're doing a contract. this wheat field, it is big enough. It's long, very, very long. I think I've done a contracts on this now. I'm not sure if I've done a harvest contract. I don't think so. I think I've done cultivation. I think this might be one of the ones that we done a ploughing contract on. I know we done one over here. I can't remember exactly which one. They all kind of look the same. So we'll get this one done. And this is worth how much contracts? Harvest contracts. 6350 plus whatever we're going to get extra. Whatever's left in the bit we get. So it's 39,000 litres. So we're going to have to deliver twice. It's going to down beyond the down beyond the vehicle dealerships. It's not that far away. I just wonder, will I make a full headland? Might not. Might have to catch him on the far side. So yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's 3 nice contracts. As I said, we got 11.5 with them, and then 8.2. So yeah, we're just going to be just under 20,000 for the 3 contracts. Now it's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. Now I know when I move forward into the next day, I'll probably regret it. But you know, I could even regret it now. There could be like the baling that's round. That's why I didn't pick that. There you go. Look, 8,000 for a cultivation contract. Could have done that, but you know, we're grand. We're making money one way or the other, and we're spending it too. So yeah, making good progress. Can't believe we're on episode 29. Next one's going to be episode 30, and we still have quite a bit of harvest work to do going forward. The canola field there, that's the one we just bought, but we've quite a bit of work to get done. So we're going to be busy in the next episode as well with preparation work and everything else on the fields we've just done, and there'll be a few fields to be done as well. So yeah, with that, we're going to end this episode here. We got a lot done in our own farm, thankfully, this time, and making good progress. We have the oil mill up and running again with 3 different seeds in there being pressed into oil, and I still have to sell those poppy oil pallets and lavender oil pallets. They're still at the high price. You know what, let's actually do that now. Trailer. Where is the small trailer? It's there beside me. Drop that off. Yeah, we'll go up and do that now, and we make that the last act of this episode. Could just walk up and carry them across. This tractor is just the reverse that's really slow on it. Going forward it's grand, there's no bother on it. Oh yeah, that Bowser I meant to say to you, bought second hand. It doesn't hold a lot. I think it costs about 4,500. So that I could get the goat milk out of the silo when it was stuck in it. It's one of the few ones that actually holds goat milk. A lot of them hold milk and buffalo milk, but they don't hold goat milk. And even though we have the other one there for doing the water, which is just your standard 10,000 litre capacity or whatever it is, it's not a huge capacity on it. It does not hold goat milk, so we couldn't get it out the silo. And I wanted to get it. Now the handy thing is, instead of overpacking the trailer with pallets, I can actually take the goat milk into the tanker and then drive down to the dairy or wherever I'm delivering it to and deliver. So we're just going to grab these few pallets and we're going to deliver them to, I think it's the preserved food factory they go to, or the potato production factory. I'll check when we get up here. I'm not going to start checking the map while I'm driving on the road coming up to a double 90-degree bend. Like I did say, the option was there to buy one of these bigger fields up here and harvest it and make more, but you know, after doing the hard slog, we're not going to take the easy out on buying a field with a crop in it now. Whatever about a field we need rather than a field we don't need. We need the canola, so that's why on that. See what I mean? This is the bale contract we have, and instead of driving up towards it, I drove away from it, brought the baler back to the yard. Oh, we have millet growths as well, and we have flour. So we're doing pretty good. Let's drive up here. 4 pallets. As I said, I could have come up and carried them across. Let's see where they have to go. Flax oil. That goes to the supermarket. Lavender oil also goes to the supermarket. Poppy oil I haven't got flax oil yet. Poppy oil goes to the small village. So that has changed because it was up here. So we got 9, 7, and then lavender oil 9, 9. Well, that's given the stuff that's not spawned yet. So we've 4 pallets, 2 of each. I'm going to go and sell them now. What I'll do, I'll bring you back when I get down there because it's a long drive down this tractor. Okay, just about to sell the poppy oil now. Let's have a look. So we go to the time saving stock check, right? It tells us the poppy oil is worth, per 1,000 litres, it's worth 3,783. So what's in a pallet? 1,000 litres. Poppy oil. Yeah. So it is right. Okay. So maybe what was happening when I was looking at the time saving stock check, I wasn't taking into consideration what was left in the incomplete pallets. But it was just too far out when I done it on the Meche. Although having said that, the pallets of aged goat cheese and the Mauban Tome cheese on that are really expensive. So maybe it was accurate. Maybe it was just I wasn't really looking at the total that was being left. Like there could have been nearly a full pallet ready to spawn when I sold it. And maybe that's what happened. So we've gone up, I'm driving down past the fields there and I'm actually looking and going, we need to get our canola in the ground for next year. I know we have next month as well, but here we go. What do we get? 8,050. So we go in and we look at lavender oil. That's perfect. Absolutely spot on. Okay. Slap on the wrist for me. I was wrong. The mod is working. Okay. Now we get the environmental score on top of that. But it was just me miscalculating. Anyway, yeah. Money's gone back up a bit again. I'm just conscious now that we need to get the canola back in. We may put canola back in the 2 fields again. I don't really want to. I want to do a crop rotation. Now, I did say I'm putting sunflower in the other field. Anyway, I hate trying to be really good with the crop rotation. I could just stick the canola back in the 2 phases coming out of it and say, there you go, with canola back in. But I'm kind of conscious of needing canola moving forward, and should I, because I wasn't going to do crop rotation on the big field where I said I was going to put in sunflowers, maybe I should just put canola into that field because we're going to need it. We really are. What field was it? 107. We're going to need it. You can see how much slower this tractor is. It's taking me forever. It seems to be taking forever to get back to the farm. Anyway, yeah, I'll have a think about it. I'm probably going to put canola in 107. We do need it. The other field we have to put canola in next year in the other crop rotation is not going to be harvested in time for it. Oh, it actually is. 63, the barley field we just done. That changes it. No, we could do the barley field we just done. See, I have lists of the stuff that I'm doing in front of me. of the crop rotation. I've done a spreadsheet just so I can work my way through it, and I cross them off when they're done on what's up next. So the next lot, as I said, we've ready to go. We've oats, barley, fieldgrass, canola, and lentils. Although I don't think the lentils can go in until the spring. Kind of just went through the ones which can go in at this time of the year. We have spinach as well, peas, carrots, potatoes. No, potatoes is the following year. Anyway, I give myself some headaches doing this, but it's all good fun. So for now, episode number 29, done, dusted, in the bank, in the bag, money in the bank. We're going to continue on with this harvest contract, get out of the way. Then we're going to do our canola field down there before we move on to the other two contracts. And yeah, it's got to pick them up. I might as well pick the other ones up as well now. The reverse doesn't work very well. Okay, we'll leave them there. Yeah, going to continue on with the harvest and get it done. And when I bring you back, we'll be in September and we'll have more harvest work to do, more sowing work to do as well. And we'll see how much we're going to progress on. And hopefully the bank balance will be around the same, that I won't be tempted to buy any more fields between now and then. So that's it. Until next time. It's just time for me to say goodbye again until then. So all that's left until then is say goodbye until next time. Bye bye.